Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hi, welcome to the KVJ After the Show Podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show Podcast.
Here we go. It is your Wednesday KVJ After the Show Podcast. Got several comments. We had talked to Virginia's daughter, Magnolia, who will be 16 coming up at the end of May. And she wants to go to this Rolling Loud Festival that is going to be at Hard Rock Stadium.
I'm glad you got some emails because I want to hear what people that have gone to it have to say.
Yes, it is a really big, I think just even in the industry, a very large hip-hop concert. And
it looks like the biggest
amazing
bill I've ever seen.
Yeah, and it's an annual thing. It's not the first time they've done it, but every year it's big, and they're going to be doing this July 23rd through the 25th. It's a 3-day event with massive names in the hip-hop world. Your headliner Friday nights, A$AP Rocky. Saturdays, Travis Scott. Sundays, Post Malone. But then in those 3 days, big artists like DaBaby, Megan Thee Stallion, Tyga, Kodak Black. You got Sway Lee. So there's Rick Ross will be out there. So it's just bam, bam, bam. Tons
I can't
of
believe
great
how
artists.
many artists they have. Does everybody get to play one song?
I don't know. I've
No,
never
it'll
been.
be more than that. For 3 days, it's going to be just like a Live Aid type of thing. You'll probably get 20 minutes a set per artist.
I think they do 3 stages there as well. So you'll have your main stage, and then you'll have other places where you can see performers.
Yeah, but they'll probably give them a 20-minute set per, I'd imagine, right?
That's awesome if they do that because then you only play like your hottest hits.
Well, that's what you should be doing at a festival.
Amen.
So, you'll see. I'm sure they'll have a smaller stage where, like, Mariah the Scientist will be playing.
Who the hell is that?
Exactly.
But Mariah the Scientist is telling everybody that they're opening up for DaBaby.
Sure.
I'm moving over to DaBaby.
I would. Yeah. It's a big deal. So the question, your daughter wants to go. Did see it's an all-ages show. VIPs 18 and older. It is very expensive to go. You said there's not single-day tickets available, Virginia?
No, everything I'm reading says if you want to go, you got to buy all 3 days. And the resale value currently, if you want to go like on a different site and buy them, was like $528 per ticket.
Wow.
These tickets aren't even on sale until Friday. This Friday at noon, they go on sale.
Okay.
So are you going to get them on Friday afternoon or Saturday morning? When do you get them?
She's not going.
Okay, she better not go.
She can't go. She's 15. I'm not going. And the only way she can go is if I go with her.
Or if an adult goes with her. And no, I'm not going.
And it's $500 and something. I mean,
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, looking at her bank account, she has like $2.13.
Okay.
She does not have the money for this festival.
And so she wants you not only to give permission, but to pay?
I would assume. I laughed. I'm like, you've got so many problems here. Not only is it the money problem, it's the fact that you're 15, and it's the fact that I got to go with you. I'm not going to Miami for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Is it quicker to get to Miami on a broom?
My broom seats 1.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Mags. It only seats 1.
Okay, so one of the emails says, please ask Virginia to do her research regarding the Rolling Loud concert. In the past, there have been many altercations, including shootings, that have occurred in the area during and after the concert. It is a very drug-heavy clientele that attend the concert, and not just the easy drugs. Even the artists performing have been arrested on gun charges. It may not be the right atmosphere for an innocent teenager. Sincerely, a concerned fellow parent. Isn't that where Kodak Black, didn't he get arrested coming in, rolling in with some guns?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know. I mean, any kind of concert, there's going to be drugs. There's going to be possibility of violence. I mean, it's not like this is something that is just rolling loud. I would worry about her at any show.
Yeah, she's not going. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
Stone Cold said. The bottom line is she's not going.
It's too far. It's too expensive. I'm tired.
I'm your mom.
Where's rolling quiet?
I'm in charge. I'm the adult. I make the money. Okay, enough.
Vivid Seats that I'm seeing, there's like some general admission tickets on here, and they've got them for 1 to 2 tickets, $733 each.
Whoa. So it's more than the 5-something.
Maybe.
It's 7-something.
It could be, depending upon what site you get it off of.
I looked at the timing too in my calendar, and that's the week that I want to go visit my grandma and go visit, that side of my family. Like,
Yeah, she's not going.
Yeah.
Putting her fucking foot down, she's not going.
thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
She wants to come back on the radio because she feels like she didn't have enough say, and she feels like she needs her friends to come and support her and be on the phone with her.
Okay.
Is the radio station now getting cool? Okay.
I think these kids are all hoping that I'll say yes to her, and then I'll drive
There'll be a
everybody
chain
down there.
reaction.
And if I say yes, then some of the other moms will
Yeah.
come along, and then they're hoping that us moms will stay down there in a hotel, and then they can do the Rolling Loud.
Yeah. That's the big buy-in.
It's just a big freaking ordeal. I mean, you're talking about like well over $1,000 just to get this done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not an easy. There's your cost of gas, food,
I don't care that
incidentals.
much. I mean, no offense. I mean, Post Malone, I'd like to see. DaBaby, I would like to see. And that's about it. Other than that, I'm like, eh.
So DaBaby was getting blasted on social media. He had made a video where he was mocking. He was on a plane, and the flight attendant.
Oh, no. You can't act up on the plane.
Her hair was a little unkempt.
He was being a dick. He made fun of her hair. He said something like, "We're not gonna."
He was like, "Well, I paid all this money in first class. At least you got to comb your hair."
Oh.
And
Kinda
then
thing.
I'm reading comments. Some people are too sensitive. Fuck you. When people come at you, don't be surprised when they come back at you. You can't,
That flight attendant might have had a long day.
Well, sometimes people have fucking things about their body they can't help, and you're gonna make them feel bad about that.
Yeah.
Piss off.
Oh, and then people were noticing the hair on the people that were in his entourage. Like, oh, look at that guy's hair right next to you.
Yeah, you better be careful that you're on point if you're going to throw stones.
Well, just know if you cover somebody,
And why would you attack the poor flight attendant? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That ain't cool.
Got some emails, too, about restaurant staff leftovers. Pamela said, I know this is unbelievable, but while working at a fancy hotel on Miami Beach, I've seen so many gross things. The problem with the staff eating leftovers in the back of the house is real. They would eat fries, bread, dessert, anything that they want from the plates that they pick up. It was so bad that management had to hold staff meetings to explain why this should not be done. It was really mind-blowing to see. I would imagine, like, if somebody had a lip fungus, are there diseases that could be transmitted through eating food that someone else has already had their lips around?
Well,
Definitely, diseases can pass.
But here's the thing, though. When you go to a restaurant, we've all been to a restaurant where we've used utensils that have not been clean. You know that's happened in the history of our life. That has happened.
You don't want to think about it.
How do you know? You can't you get lip fungus or herpes or whatever, cold sores from that utensils? And if you can, wouldn't we see this all of the time? I mean, I'm not saying you can't get it on a rare situation, but you would be hearing, "Oh my gosh, I got fork herpes again. Fuck."
I think it's rare.
It's rare.
But it's possible.
Anything's possible. I can go outside and get hit by a bowling ball.
Yeah,
We can actually make that happen. We've thrown bowling balls at you before.
Anything's possible, but is it probable?
We were talking about this yesterday, and there were people, especially at some of the higher-end restaurants, if somebody got steak or lobster and it came back basically untouched, or somebody just sent it back and said, no, I don't like this isn't good enough, then yeah, there might be somebody back there be like, I mean, that's an expensive lobster. That's a good meal.
They didn't touch it at all.
Yeah.
Oh, one of my friends texted me, and she said she worked at a fancy place, and they would eat the fuck out of some food when they would get in the back. Especially the lobster. The lobster tail, if it was untouched, they would eat the shit out of that thing.
Yeah, that I kind of get that, actually.
If you're hungry and it's there and you don't feel like the person was gross,
Well, I'm thinking.
I think it does matter too.
I would probably look.
The plate that you pick up from that table, you want to look at the person and just scope them out real quick. And if they look like hot and well put together and clean and healthy, like.
Well, even on the other end, if I was a server and I saw this little kid is not touching they're not even breathing on their chicken tenders. I now am eyeballing that kid and that table saying, is anybody doing anything weird to those tenders? And if they're not, you done? Okay, great. I'm eating them.
Little Johnny never touched them.
Never touched them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. I'm from Lake Park.
Kids weird me out more because they've got all kinds. If you ever sit next to a kid at dinner, there's all kinds of fluids just flying off of them in many different ways.
Snot streams.
Yeah, so a kid I wouldn't. But
And they can't hold it together.
Yeah.
But if they're not touching it and they're,
even then.
coloring.
Coloring?
Get my words jumbled. It happens.
I have seen with the dinner rolls, I went out to eat one time with somebody and we had dinner rolls and they were poking their finger into about 8 different rolls. And I was like, what are you doing? They're like, yeah, they'll reserve these if you don't do this. I'm doing a favor to other customers. And Engineer Key sent an email, said, yeah, I used to work at Sandy's Seafood Restaurant when I was in high school. And I definitely witnessed a server recycling dinner rolls that one table didn't touch. So I guess that's the argument. I hate to see food go to waste. I know in America we waste so much food, but I guess that is gnarly if you got another table's rolls, and especially if they had that germy kid or somebody sneezed on them, you wouldn't know. I wouldn't want somebody sneezed on dinner rolls.
And that's the thing. There's no way to tell if you sneezed on them or not.
Yeah.
And if you're really, really, really hungry, I'm talking that hostage hungry, sometimes you will eat things
Your
a little.
standards
They
drop.
go down,
Yeah.
man.
Hopefully you never know that hostage hungry.
You know what I mean? Where you kind of just fuck it. Yeah, I'll eat it. It's got a leaf on it, some dirt, but I'll eat it.
He said, I also took home some snapper that was untouched and sent back to the kitchen to eat later. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if restaurants would be like, yeah, if you want to take it, dude, we're just going to throw it away. Why not? Eat it. It's good, right? That somebody eats it?
Yeah, I don't like when people waste all that food. If you see them throwing in a dumpster, a bunch of rolls or something, and no one's going to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I always doggy bag mine. Nobody's going to have to worry about eating what I left. I leave no lobster behind.
To me, doggy bag is where it's at. Some people are so against the doggy bag.
Oh, I can doggy bag it for multiple days after going out for a big meal. Because I'll order like 5 things, and then I'll eat a little bit of each thing and bag it all up, and then I'll have lunch, dinner, lunch the next day, dinner the next day.
Leftovers from a restaurant, it just makes me in a state of peace.
Me too. If it's like really yummy.
Yeah, because you should. If you're ordering it, you're getting something from the restaurant.
Got Chris giving me an update on some light IPAs. It seems like the craft beer industry is going this way. I know a lot of them are making seltzers now because I think a lot of people just really kind of got hip to the carbs and sugar thing.
The heaviness.
I do the keto, and I had a pretty good diet going on while I was drinking so many craft beers, and it was packing the pounds on me. It wasn't enough that I ate healthy all the time. You just can't get back from 300-plus calorie beers. And Chris said, I was just catching up on Monday's show. I was talking about High Lie, which is Cigar City. It's their IPA. It's fantastic. And so they did a low calorie. It's 120 calories, 4% by beer volume, but it was good, and it tasted decent. And so that seems a lot smarter. I'm wondering if they might start taking all of the craft beers and really knocking down the calories on it. So he said that if you enjoy that, you might also like Chant IPA from Funky Buddha. It's got a really nice citrusy, hoppy bite to it, but still refreshing and light at 99 calories and 4% alcohol. Absolutely. That's fantastic. I love what Funky Buddha does. So thank you for that heads up. I will definitely go check that. He said it's quickly becoming my go-to weeknight beer when I want a couple decent craft brews, but don't want to get tore up on a Tuesday night.
Are they pissed or are they happy if I open up a cheese store, Funky Gouda?
Ooh, I don't know.
Funky Gouda.
Do they like it?
I think it's great.
I think you could work in cahoots together.
Totally. It's a cheese shop with sampling.
Oh my gosh. I am on a Gouda kick right now. Publix has got some great smoked Gouda going on.
You've been kicking it with Gouda since I met you.
But I'm really in a Gouda zone right now.
You're in a Gouda place?
Yes. I love it.
There's been a lot of ideas like Funky Gouda that maybe didn't get off the ground. They were supposed to be big, but they flopped. What would you say are the things that you remember from your lifetime that it was supposed to be huge, it flopped? I remember Crystal Pepsi was supposed to be big. That never got going.
Yep.
New Coke never got going.
Growing up, I was obviously a huge baseball fan, but I collected baseball cards, and there was this up-and-comer named Todd Van Poppel who was supposed to be the king.
Can't remember the name.
King shit of fuck mountain. I mean, this guy was supposed to not be able to miss Virginia. They put so much money into this cat. He was on the front of magazines and hadn't done anything and was a complete bust.
Damn.
There was so much hype around Todd Van Poppel. His rookie card, or one of his cards, his minor league card, was worth a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And then nothing.
It's happened.
Yeah.
There's a lot of industries that have done that some of them just absolutely killed themselves. They're like, oh, it's going to be it. McDonald's pizza. Didn't really take off too big.
Or their hot dog. I know they've made a run for both of them, and America just doesn't want it, for whatever reason, want it.
You could probably go down with every fast food restaurant. Can you name their biggest misses? Because I think every fast food restaurant probably has thrown something out there to try it, and it flops.
McDonald's got a few. But you know what, though? I credit them because I think that's good. You got to take chances.
Yeah, I
you got to
think so.
fail sometimes.
Yeah.
They had it was that really weird when it came in two sides. As soon as you say the names, like the
Mick Delight
or Mick LT, or you put them together on the both sides.
I remember when they did that. It was the cold stays cold, the hot stays hot.
Yes, the names.
And I don't think the concept was like, it wasn't that earth-shattering in how it made. You're like, why do I even care? Like, I'm doing extra work, and it really doesn't make any difference in the taste.
Yeah, you're right.
I kind of like how the meat warmed my lettuce up, actually.
It is, to a certain point, really fun to have a little warm lettuce that still has the crunch.
McLT or McLT. The
McDLT.
McDLT. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fuck, doesn't annoy me.
Yeah, that was what that was.
Remember this salad shaker they used to have?
Oh, yeah.
I was always eating that thing.
Mm-hmm. They say some of the biggest items that have flopped. Do you remember Google Plus? They tried to do their own Facebook.
I do.
I forgot about that. I remember we were on Google Plus thinking, okay, well, it's Google. It's got to do great, right? And no.
Same thing with Vine. I remember at one of our stations, they were, you got to do Vine. Come on, Vine's important.
Yeah.
And then Vine.
Yeah.
What happened to Vine?
Vine shit the bed.
Vine did, yeah.
I wonder why. Because it was wildly popular.
It was.
It is. I don't know what happened. You know, sometimes maybe it's as simple as business structure that just doesn't work out because, what is the difference between Vine and what TikTok is now? And how about those people that made it really big on Vine and they were, those viral Vine stars, and did they find success anywhere else? And they're saying that really is kind of one of the big problems for a lot of these social media stars is, man, it is. You talk about the 15 minutes of fame, it's now like 15 seconds of fame.
Yeah.
Well, I was listening in an interview, and I can't speak for all of the people that were on Vine, but this girl was a huge person on Vine, one of the top. And Vine went down. She tried to get into the other venues, and some of her audience came there, but she said not nearly what she had on Vine.
Wow.
Not everyone followed her to her thing. I think she does comedy now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
For like 10 people.
Yeah. Remember the Arch Deluxe?
Yes.
Yes.
So that was another one of those products from McDonald's that did not take off. It was a hamburger sold by McDonald's in '96. It was marketed specifically to adults. I remember that because everything felt kiddie when you would go to McDonald's, and it's like this. Okay, well, we want something for the moms and dads to be able to eat.
Yeah, do you remember this one? I don't think this one did well, and it disgusted me. Pizza Hut had the hot dog pizza with the hot dog in the crust.
In the crust?
They had a hot dog kind of a crust thing. I don't think it took off.
It seems so complicated.
See, look.
Yeah, the hot dog crust.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Some of the other big things that have flopped, Google Glass. They not only had Google Plus, they had Google Glass. In 2013, it was those wearable glasses
Yes.
that you would have as an eyeglass-shaped head-mounted display with smartphone capabilities.
What happened? They were like, everybody's going to have these things, and now
Right.
nobody has them.
No, nobody got them, and it just didn't take off.
People bringing up Periscope, and we lost Virginia's pregnancy on that thing,
We did.
which really sucks, man, because I was in the room with it. That was such a good video.
I know.
Live.
Rocco being born live on Periscope, and
Yeah.
then poof.
I think it didn't publish. Oh man, that sucks.
What the hell?
Gosh, I think that would have been such a great video. I think it was doing really well too.
I think Periscope, didn't they partner with Twitter? And I think they have some kind of relationship, or they're a component of Twitter now.
I cannot stand Twitter. I was telling Kevin, I don't think I've gotten a Twitter follower in 3 years.
Yeah, it's going nowhere.
Watch, at Jason Bigfoot on Twitter. Well, not one motherfucker will follow me.
Do you remember Burger King's Satis Fries they came out with in 2013?
No, what was that?
They were supposed to be a healthier alternative to their traditional French fries. They had less porous batter, which caused the fry to absorb less oil than the regular fries during cooking.
So it's not going to taste as good.
There are some things you just cannot mess with, and a French fry is one of them.
If you're going
Yeah.
for French fries, you know what you're getting yourself into.
Thank you.
They discontinued the fries less than a year after they were introduced.
See? People want fries, and they want them traditional, and they want them to be bad for you.
And stop thinking for people. Stop telling people they don't want fatty foods. Some of us want fatty foods. We know what happens. I know what happens when I drink whiskey. I talk to people I shouldn't talk to.
Have you been booty calling?
No, I haven't. I knew you were going to ask that as soon as I said that joke. And no, I have not.
Damn.
Jokes that come with,
Yeah, I know. Joke with pain.
yeah.
No, I'm not. I got nothing going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Nothing?
Nothing.
How long has it been?
None of your beeswax. None of your business. You don't have to worry about the bird.
Have you had any female company to the new casa?
No, I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, dog. I've been in a different kind of mindset.
Damn, dog.
I know. That's the problem. I've been thinking about my dog.
Eventually, you're going to have to touch one again.
What, a titty?
Yeah.
You wouldn't know if I was touching a titty or not. I would never tell her.
That's why I'm asking.
I would tell Kevin. Kevin knows my titty count.
Okay. Yeah, I'm keeping a running tally.
Is it higher than your nut count?
I ain't,
He is touching more nuts than titties.
I ain't telling you shit, witchy. I like you guessing over there.
I know there's interest because I see the DMs. I see the girls. Oh, Jay Bird, I love Bigfoot too. I believe in aliens. Oh my God, grilled cheese is my favorite food. Me and Jay Bird would be the perfect couple. Please tell him.
Yeah, I don't know what you want from me. I'm giving you the answers I want. I know some of the audience gets mad if I don't answer exactly what you want. They want well, I took off her bra. It was a flowered bra. Her titty was the perfect shade of pink. They want all kind of details.
Yeah, go slower. How pink was her titty?
Dixon Tycon Rose pencil eraser pink titty.
Oh, eraser titties, Kevin.
All right. Kevin, please stop this.
Stephanie in Pompano, she sent an email and she said, I have so many favorite moments of the show, but one of my very favorites is when J or V say something so out of left field and Kevin just responds with a monotone, nonchalant, okay.
That does happen quite a bit.
When I run on a new podcast, I go back and listen to the old ones and I made a few notes. Jaybird said, you need to masturbate more, Kevin. Okay. Virginia, if Panda gets a ticket for $1,500 or $5,100 to the Super Bowl, I will go on record. I'll tell any guy he will probably give you roadhead, Kevin. Okay. Virginia, my ovary shut down, but my mind opens up, Kevin. Okay. There you go.
That's good note taking. I love
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Yeah.
I also can't forget on Halloween, the ATS after Berg got a Jell-O shot from Doggins Gibbons. He told Virginia to STFO, shut the fuck up. STFO.
Did I say STFO or did I really say shut the fuck up? I think I really did say shut the fuck up.
I think you said STFO, shut the fuck up.
Gotcha.
I think you guys are always making me laugh. It is my boyfriend Pedro and I's third day of our squeeze juice cleanse, and I feel fucking great.
Don't you? It is really a weird thing because at first you miss chewing and you miss like eating food, but then you get this weird energy from it. It's like your body telling you, this was good for us. Do this more. And then you're like, I got to do it again. Mm-hmm. But then I got to eat bad on the weekend. Then I got to juice during the week.
That's your strategy. You're kind of like a seesaw.
It's a cycle. I'm staying flat with my weight.
That's all right. At least you're not going up.
I'm not going up, but I'm not going down.
Yeah, I think I lost a couple of pounds on my camping trip, and I think I gained more when I got back on Monday. So I think I'm up a pound.
You had a table full of some delicious-looking snacks on that camping trip, too.
Jim Bigfoot, he doesn't fuck around. He's very great, and so is Virginia. When it comes to hosting a party, I'm good with, bringing some snacks, but they think of things that I would never think of.
He's good.
He's really good.
He's a great host.
Yes.
Well, I was kind of curious, does all that food, because you had about 5 or 6 bags of chips, I'm wondering, does that all get eaten, but just at a different time? How much did you guys eat while you were there?
Are you talking about the camping trip?
The camping trip that I saw, the video you had, it showed that table, and you had all those kind of snacks laid out. I'm like, how much of that are they going to eat this weekend? Does it then go home and they eat it later?
Yeah, it goes home, and then, we don't waste food, really, unless we're doing a KVJ bit.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, so much nuts on the floor.
Yeah, no, it would go to Jim, it goes to me.
Okay.
Yeah, there wasn't that many bags of chips, was there?
Well, for Ralston, it was.
Good point.
I think there was about 5 out there. I saw it called around 5. Is that?
You don't think that's a lot?
That's my point, dog. It's not that many. It's not
Okay, so you and I have a different.
Definitely.
Yeah, when I think of 5 chips, I think you got chips for the week or 2 weeks.
You go a variety too, and they a lot of these chips they'll stay fresh for a while.
Okay.
Did that jerk off John try to eat any of your snacks?
I'm trying to think. He tried to use a lot. He tried to use our. He did use our ice. He used our grill, but no, none of our snacks.
He didn't come into your chips.
No, I think he was kind of like milling around.
He didn't want into your chips?
He would. What happened?
Virginia said he didn't come into your chips, did he? And she's talking about jerk off John, and I was just thinking, I'm like going.
That's when you go.
Imagine how unfortunate that would be if that were your name, jerk off John.
And that's when you go. Okay. No, but he kept on hinting that he wanted weed. He's like, 420, weed, blah, blah. He was kind of.
Well, look at you. If I'm looking to score pot, you're the guy I'm going to ask.
I get it.
Yeah. Not to stereotype.
Well, I did show up wearing
Dude, look in the mirror.
Well, I showed up wearing my pizza onesie, and I forgot that I had it on, and everyone is looking at me. I mean, they're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I mean, dude, if there's a weed uniform, you're wearing it.
You do elicit what the fuck from strangers.
I do. I was so glad the one Facebook Live video came on because that dude John did walk up, and there was a weird reaction about the chicken, and it was odd. And the girl he was with that he just found was saying some weird shit, and the listeners were backing me up, going, "Dude, it does happen. Weird shit attracts to you."
It does. You have a magnet on you, and if someone puts their chicken on your grill. First of all, it's a ballsy move to even ask. They need to be in charge of flipping their own chicken. He can't come back 2 hours later and be mad at you because you didn't flip his damn chicken.
You can hear that girl in the video. You guys didn't flip it over?
No, we didn't flip it, bitch. That would have been what I said.
Oh, I would have had an anxiety attack if you would have been there.
That would have escalated real quick. Am I supposed to flip your chicken? How about I fucking flip your ass in the Peace River?
We never found that guy. That guy might be dead. I don't know. Seriously.
Yeah, he just walked off.
He after that fight that went down, he disappeared into the night, and those big onions that he was grilling on our grill stayed on the hood of his car for over 12 hours. We left. I remember looking out the window going, damn, the onions are still there, Jim. He never came back.
You might have been the last person to see him alive.
Yeah. It was weird.
Didn't hear anything about any deaths at the Peace River.
I don't think he's really dead, being dramatic, but
yeah.
You don't hear about it when they bury him.
It is an odd headline, though. Yeah, it's true.
The dead don't make headlines, Kev.
You're
Not if
right.
they're buried 6 feet under.
And this is the kind of guy that it may take a good week for people to realize he's missing. I think he was a
Yeah.
traveler, a
Right.
drifter.
Loner.
Yeah.
A guy like that, they might not fucking notice him
found
missing.
I think I have a picture of him somewhere. I think I found one when I was editing.
I do kind of want to see what he looks like.
It's good. I'm trying to finish this
Yeah.
this vlog that we're doing, but there's so much shit in there.
Was he short or tall?
He was tall.
He was tall.
Tall dude. Yeah. Oh yeah. The fight would have broke down. I would have probably been dead.
He would have kicked your ass.
Well, there was so many people over there that they just the crew next to me looked like they could fight a little bit.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Ass kickers. There's
Yes.
a look to them.
There is a look to an ass
Yeah.
kicker, and they had it.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should have flipped his chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was gonna flip this chicken.
Got an email from Kristen. He said, I thought Jaybird and Denny's might like this. Yesterday was my daughter's first birthday. Yes, she's a 420 baby.
Wow.
And she was the 420th baby born in the hospital that year in
No
2020.
way.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it fits us perfectly because my fiance and I are more on the hippie side, and we're definitely raising a little flower child.
Aw.
That's kind of cool, huh?
I kind of like the hippie life.
Happy birthday, little flower baby.
And Claire had sent this in, said, longtime listener here. My wife is having outpatient surgery this morning. I'm actually sitting in the parking lot of the place and asking if you guys could send some positive vibes and prayers for her. I'd really appreciate it. Her name's Lisette. She's not having anything major, but it's still surgery under general anesthesia, so nonetheless, it's still very scary.
It's a big deal.
I
Yeah.
think we need to give a little chant to
Lisette, Lisette, Lisette.
Lisette.
Happy healing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give
we'll be-
yourself time.
It'll be great.
Yeah. Love, positive vibes,
Amen.
weed,
And chicken flipping.
and chicken flipping.
Kevin, you need to masturbate more.
Okay.
3-nut Pennington.
All right, you guys have a great one. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.